here, and welcome to my first impressions and opinions review on the new game mode in Battlefront 2 Jetpack Cargo. Now, before I start this video off, I just want to say I got myself a new headset, proper Corsair headset. You would have, if you follow me on Twitter, if you don't do it now, it's down in the description. You would have seen that I've got myself a new headset, nice Corsair headset. I'm now using a mic for my voiceovers, and my recording in general. So if you think it sounds better or worse, tell me in the comment section below. But anyway, so Jetpack Cargo, what is the game mode? Now, I haven't heard too much about this, except for watching little videos about what's coming in this patch that's just dropped the day I'm recording this video. But Jetpack Cargo, I've played on a few games. You can see a bit of gameplay in the video now. If there isn't enough gameplay for the entire video, there will be some other gameplay in there from other like Galactic Assault or something, but it'll mainly be Jetpack Cargo. But what is Jetpack Cargo? So basically what it is basically capture the flag with the rocket jumper unit in the most basic way possible. So capture the flag, you've got your flag in the middle and you've got to bring it back to your own base, or you got to take it to the enemy base, and the first side to get 3 points wins. So get the cargo to the enemy side wins. The first one does that wins. Now, what I like about this game mode, what I like is it's a new-ish game mode. Now, I'll talk about the ish bit in a second once I get onto bits I don't like. But it's a newish game mode which lets you play with the rocket launcher in a brand new way. And when I say brand new way, I like the fact that you can run around playing as the rocket launcher, and the rocket launcher you just fire, get out, fire, blow somebody up, change to your normal gun, and then just kill somebody else. I really like that. And also the fact that because you've got the new rocket launch, the rocket pack ability, I can just fly up, gain some high ground, turn around, bang, kill someone with a rocket launcher. I really like the way it's implemented the rocket unit. I don't see it as to make it any different. Like, they could have tried using the enforcer units, but I think that'd been too much like a capture the flag sort of game. I think by using the rocket jumper, it's made it a lot more diverse, a lot more different. It's something which is very, very, very different, and something that I really enjoy playing. I only played 2 games of it because I wanted to get on and play in some of the arcade modes, because I was trying to work out some things for Traitor 2 as far as arcade's concerned. But I really, from what I played of it, I really, really liked jumping around on my rocket with my rocket pack and firing upon stormtroopers. They're either in the air or on the ground, fighting and turning around, jumping over somebody, coming in the back and then shooting them dead. I really like the way that it makes you very, very mobile. That's one thing I really do like about this game mode. The next thing I do like is that the guns are the same for both sides. Now, I'm not sure whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Some people might like it, some people might dislike it. But I like it just because, for me, I'm rest assured knowing that by playing as the Republic or Separatists or the Rebellion or the Empire, the guns that we use are not going to hinder the game mode and how well we do at all. So you've got the First Order Piston, the Rebellion Assault gun, and they're for both sides. So I know that they've got the exact same guns, the exact same power level as I've got, which sort of makes me a bit gives me a bit of relaxation knowing that I'm not at a disadvantage because they've got OP guns. And also I think that's good because as far as things like Galactic Assault or Blast is concerned, you could be faced up against somebody who's got this really OP weapon who's at level 50 and have got purple star card ranks for every single one of their guns. Whereas this, because you've got just default weapons, you are on the same footing for battle, which I really, really like. And there's no tactical advantage for each team, which is really, really cool. Something else I like is that the rocket launcher recharge rate is quicker than normal. Now, I'll tell you why I like this, and I haven't actually sussed out how the recharge works yet, because I was playing it a bit. When I played it, I fired one shot, waited about 3 seconds, and then fired another shot. But other times I fired 3 shots literally a second after each other. So I'm not sure how it works. Whether it's just because it's a bit buggy, I don't know. But all I do know is that the rockets have a quicker recharge rate than normal, which I think is really good at fire. Like, it's especially good because everybody else has got rocket launchers firing around all over the place. If you fired a rocket launcher, waited 5 seconds or however many, I think it's 30 seconds, I think, for your rocket launcher to recharge, you would be dead without having to swap with your weapon. Because something else, I'm not sure whether it's a bug or not, but I suppose in this case, because the rocket launcher recharges a lot quicker than normal, the rocket launcher, when you fire it, doesn't automatically go back to a normal gun. You keep your rocket launcher in your hand. Now I think that's just because the recharge rate is normal, and by the time you've got taken your base weapon out, your rocket launcher is recharged anyway. But I just like the fact that I can fire somebody, damage them a bit, jump up behind them, and just get them in the back with the rocket launcher. I really like the way that works. Again, this is the thing about having the jetpacks. It makes you really, really mobile. I got a kill. I'm going to show it on screen now specifically. I got a kill where I think I shot somebody in the front, jumped up behind them, and they were trying to look at me. No, I was following them. I jumped up behind them. They looked behind them to try and shoot me, but I was behind them because I jetpacked over them. And that's the sort of thing I really like about the rocket jumper. Now, on to things that I don't like. Now, one of the things that really, really irritated me, and when I saw that the Jetpack Cargo was coming to Battlefront 2, and it sort of put me at ease when the developers said that this wasn't going to be the case, but the basics of the game mode and how the game mode is designed is too similar to Battlefront 2015. Now, when I say that, there's various things such as the cargo box design and the drop-off point, and the basic rules of how the game mode works is way too similar to how it went in Battlefront 2015. The only thing that I can think that's been changed is the units they use and the map, because the map's been updated as well. But generally speaking, everything else is pretty much the same, except for the fact that with Battlefront 2015, it was take the cargo from the enemy base and bring it back to your base. This time the cargo's in the centre of the map. But everything else is more or less the same. Now, when I heard this, I can't remember who I watched on YouTube that said that EA had announced about this Jetpack Cargo. But EA said this is not going to be in any way similar to the Battlefront 2015 cargo. Now, at first glance, no it's not. But for me, who likes to look at little details, there's a lot of similarities there. For example, how the drop-off point works and how the cargo box design is exactly the same as it is in Battlefront 2015. The cargo box delivery point is exactly the same. And something else it is slightly annoying as well, is that it works quite a bit like how some of the strike game modes go. For example, the strike game mode on Takodana, where you've got the artifact in Mazkanata's castle and the First Order have got to try and get it back to their transport, it's a little bit too much like that, I've noticed. Which is, it's not too off-putting necessarily, but it's slightly irritating that it's not completely 100% different. They actually took parts from different games or even game modes within the same game. So I found it a little bit disappointing that they didn't completely reinvent the game mode like they did with Galactic Assault or Starfighter Assault or Heroes vs Villains, even though that one really different. But I just find it a bit annoying how they've got assets from the previous Battlefront 2015 and got the rules from Strike in the current Battlefront, which the game is very much a part of. I don't know why that irritates me. It's just something that I just noticed which didn't work with me though. And the last thing that sort of does annoy me a little bit is on the Rebellion side, so because I believe this is in early access, the reason why I say that is because the only map you can play on is Mos Eisley. I'm playing as the Empire or the Rebellion. Now that doesn't bother me if it's just early access. I hope that the developers actually say to us, it is early access, hence why it's only temporary. Now the reason why I think it is only early access is because they did say that it may come into permanent at some point, but they don't know when yet. So that's when I think it's going to become a proper game mode. This is just early access, I think, or temporary testing. But something that I don't like, something that I don't like about it is, and I think that they could have easily changed this by making it in the Galactic, the Galactic Republic era and the Clone Wars, but because it's in the Empire, the Imperial side is okay, because it's fine, it's just a load of exactly the same stormtroopers, but that's fine, because stormtroopers are exactly the same anyway. But on the Rebellion side, because the unit is got a face, the face is not varied at all. And so the unit, there's literally, I think it's like 6 aside, I think, but there's 6 of the exact same looking unit in walking around the game, now, and shooting you, what have you. Now, again, at general glance and walking around, just playing the game as you do, you wouldn't notice it and it wouldn't really irritate you. But I went through a couple of times when I was playing as the Empire, and I was facing about 3 or 4 players, but because they looked exactly the same, it really off-put me. And I just thought, why is that? Why can't they just make it that they look different? I have 5 different looking troopers, and it wouldn't even bother me, because at the start you can choose to have either a pistol or the assault rifle. I wouldn't even bother me that much if the assault rifle and the pistol looked slightly different, like it was male or female. That would sort of break it apart a little bit. But because they're both female, it's something I think is a missed opportunity, and it just doesn't look right. I mean, understandably, because it looks like they're clones, which they're not. But I think if they made the pistol male and the assault rifle female, I think that would have broken it up a little bit. But anyway, that is about all we have time for in this Let's Play video here. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash the like button and hit that subscribe button for more awesome gaming content. Say in the comments down below what you think of my mic and whether it sounds alright. But having said all that, that is what I have time for, and I will see you all later. Bye!